What's going on, Jets fans? Welcome back to another video. No real news, no real look at anything in this video. I just want to talk to you guys. It's been a long time since I've just sat down in front of the camera and just talked about the Jets because, well, it's been a long time since hockey's been on, you know? Other than the World Juniors a couple weeks ago or whatever it was nowadays, I have not really cared about hockey this offseason, mostly due to the fact the Jets seem to not care about doing anything real hockey related this offseason either. So I've been out enjoying life, traveling, you know, just living and spending time with friends and family, and it's been a great summer for me. And the closer we get to this hockey season, the more and more Jets hockey and just the whole entirety of the NHL starts to creep back into my mind. And almost all of last week, I just kept thinking to myself, because obviously a week ago today, Sam Gagner was signed, 31 points with Detroit last year. Holy shit, we're going to win the Cup, ladies and gentlemen. But nonetheless, I've just been thinking all week long, what the hell are the Winnipeg Jets? And I can't get my head around it. Like, you know, every year the Jets have been around since relocating, there's been something to root for. First year back, obviously, you know, just having the team back. No one gave a shit if they were last in the league, as long as having hockey back in Winnipeg, and it was there. We got to go to games, and it was great, right? Obviously, I wasn't going to games, but nonetheless. You move into the next couple of years, you know, all you're hoping for is playoffs and just getting better. And you have improved seasons at times, monumental moments, blah, blah, blah. It continues, you know, you always have something. What do the Jets have this year? You know, maybe I'm just being cynical, and that's okay. I just keep thinking, what, Cole Perfetti? Okay, that's great. I love Cole Perfetti, don't get me wrong, but there's still a lot of holes up front. The defense, nothing's changed. No one's been traded. The only additions this team has made is Rick Bowness, David Riddick, Sam Gagner, and Kyle Capobianco. That is it. That is all you have if you are the Winnipeg Jets right now. That's all you've done for months. Since what, March? September 8th right now, ladies and gentlemen. Sam Gagner, but nonetheless, like, I'm sorry, I can't figure out what the Jets are. And I just needed to talk about it out loud, because what the hell is this team? Are they mediocre still? Probably. Have they done enough? Hell no, they've done nothing. And why I'm so confused is because if you want to, if you're the Jets right now and you're the upper management, you're Chevy, you're like, okay, we don't need to make trades right now because we've got really good prospects that are going to come up and be good NHLers. We're going to have this new wave of Jets coming up right now in the system. They're going to help cement everything again and, you know, make us a competitor. That's what they're thinking. Okay. I like that. I like the thinking behind that. Don't get me wrong. I do. Hell, I want to think that way too. But let's go over to Cap Friendly real quick, ladies and gentlemen. Offense, pretty much set. Blake Wheeler, still here. Kyle Connor, Mark Scheifele, Ehlers, Dubois, somehow still here. Let's hope to God that he doesn't play like he did in Columbus. Nonetheless, though, you got Adam Lowry locked up. Oh, big brain move there. Mason Appleton comes back and signs. Honestly, I like that contract, 2.16. It's a very fair deal. Hopefully, he can improve and finally reach the next level instead of just being a mediocre NHL bottom sixer. But still, I like elements of that forward core. Especially when you throw in Cole Perfetti into that mix. Maybe get a little bit of other guys in there as well. Obviously, you see Dominic Tononanzo, Yannick Hartson's in there, But, you know, what if you get Gus coming in? Either way, you know, Sam Gagner too now. You never know, blah, blah, blah. I don't mind the forward core. Because when you got a forward core of Kyle Connor, Mark Scheifele, Nikolai Ehlers, Pierre-Luc Dubois, and Cole Perfetti coming up, you got Morgan Barron, who could be a wild card in there, too. He had a really good, impactful games after that trade with New York, obviously, that went down with Kopp. And I think he could be good, too. I'm not saying he's going to be a bona fide top sixer, but I think he's got potential. A lot of you guys do as well. So that's not really the problem. But look at the defense. Just count the names there. Where's Ville going to play? Hell, Logan Stanley and Dylan Samberg. You're going to tell me that you're going to actually have those guys fight it out? And God forbid Dylan Samberg doesn't win and you go with Logan Stanley because of size again? Now I know we're moving away from the Paul Maurice and Dave Lowry system. Thank fuck. But still, anything can happen with this team. And I look at this team and I can't assemble lines in my head that feel any better than what we saw last year. Last year, I was all in. The Brendan Dillon acquisition, the Nate Schmidt acquisition. I thought this team was looking poised to make a deep playoff run. They signed Neil Pionk. Everything was looking golden for this club. And everything fell apart last year. Everything. The only good bright spot on this team last year is a man that wasn't even on this team anymore, and that is Eric Comrie, because goddammit, that was a great story. And also Svechnikov, who was great. Bye-bye. I wish you the best in San Francisco, but still, San Francisco, San Jose, they'll be playing in San Francisco, sure enough. Every team's been moving out of that area, but nonetheless, I don't know what this team is. Now, maybe you guys can help me, and I'd love it if you paused right now and just went down in the comment section and just told me what your thoughts are. But at this moment in time, I do not see a team that is competitive. I see a team that's holding on to assets for dear life, and if they are bad, plan to sell like hell at the deadline. Now, is that a bad strategy? Probably not, because Chevy, as we've seen in the past, knows how to maneuver an opposing team into a very favorable trade at the deadline. That's okay with me. I don't mind trading off bad guys when we suck for assets. Hey, that's all good in my book, but this team doesn't need to be blown up, if you know what I mean. Like, if you trade a Pierre-Luc Dubois, you should not be trading him for an okay NHL prospect with potential and a bunch of picks. You should be trying to get talent to help win with the guys you have now. Connor Hellebuck, still under contract for this year and next year. Kyle Connor, still under contract till 2025. Same with Scheifele and Ehlers until 2022, 2024, the same year as Hellebuck. You got Dylan DeMello, Brendan Dillon, all these guys expiring the same exact time. And why aren't you doing anything to go out and correct this? Like, look, I'm just rambling a little bit right now, ladies and gentlemen. That's okay. This is my channel. I'll do whatever the hell I want. But I just don't see a team right now that has anything. Like, the only thing I'm excited for next year is a team with Solani, Temple Newman in retirement game, and whatever the hell that 90s reverse retro is going to look like. At this point, I don't give a shit about anything else. I don't expect this team to be a wild card team. I don't, and that's right now. Now, I haven't seen training camp. I haven't seen preseason. I haven't seen shit. By next week, half those guys I named can be traded. You know why? It's the NHL and it's sports. Anything can happen. But it's September 8th, guys. And the biggest acquisition has been Sam Gagner. That's very concerning. Now, I know the Jets aren't going to go out there and sign big-name guys and have Nazem Kadri being their number one center next year. I don't expect that. I do expect you to maneuver yourself into a better position than where you were last year, and instead of rolling out the same shit that you rolled out last year. That's my biggest gripe right now, is this team is identical to last year. Minus what, Sam Gagner for Christian Vesalainen in there, or what, Evgeny Svechnikov? Ooh, veteran leadership's going to be definitely the problem behind the bench there, but nonetheless, I digress. This team has potential. Don't get me wrong. They do. But they're not going to reach it rolling out the same shit over and over again. Do you want to know why? I'll give you a little bit of a history lesson. You remember Paul Maurice? You remember him? Definition of insanity? Far Cry 3, if you're a long-time viewer of this channel, does that ring a bell? That is exactly what the mentality Kevin Cheveldayoff has adopted. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, except it's been broken for a long time, and you clearly don't want to acknowledge it or put the work in to make it better. So, what do? Well, if you're the Jets, honestly, this is what I would do. Try to do something competitive and hope to God Rick Bowness can put this team together and gel something together. The other thing I would do, I would strip the captaincy from Blake Wheeler, and I would probably strip the assistant from Mark Scheifele, and I don't think I'd roll out any. Maybe I'd give one to Josh Morrissey or something like that. I don't even know what the rules are there, but I would make at least 4 alternates even, or 3 alternates, whatever the rules are that you can do with that. I always forget the NHL. They're always changing it, I feel like. Hell, Roberto Luongo was a captain. Can't do that anymore, but nonetheless, you got to do something to just change this team. A culture shock. And Rick Bowness is not a culture shock. He's an alumni hire. So, you want to be better next year, Jets? I hope to God you are, because I'll be watching every game and covering it as always. I'm a fan of this team for fourth most than anything. But, I don't know. I don't even know where this rant's going. At the end of the day, guys, what do you think about the Jets right now? what the hell are they? What are we even going to be? Mediocre, successful? I don't even know. Let me know what your thoughts are down in the comment section below. I always love to hear them, especially about these topics. I know it's been a very quiet summer on my front. I do apologize about that, but like I said at the start of this video, I've just been out living life and not cooped up as much inside talking about hockey because there hasn't been much to talk about Jets-related news, and I didn't feel like going out of my way to talk about other teams, and I just wanted to kind of go out and live a little bit after the last 2 years with COVID being shut in. So, you know, apologize if you guys have been missing the content. I do, and I get it, but, you know, we're getting into September now. A couple weeks preseason is going to be on, and before you know it, we're going to have content coming out 3, 4, 5 videos a week as we usually do during the hockey season. So plenty of stuff to be looking forward to. So if you're a fan of hockey, a fan of the Winnipeg Jets, the Jets, and drop a like, subscribe, and all that stuff. Turn on notifications if you haven't already, regardless of how long you've been subscribed for. And if you haven't turned on notifications, you've been subscribed for a while, what the hell are you doing? Turn them on. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Instagram. Check out all the affiliated links down in the description below. Have a great rest of your day. Peace, love, and positivity, as always, from me, Peg City Hockey, Jake, whatever the hell you want to call me. I don't give a shit. Have a great rest of your day. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. And, as always, go Jets, go.